Sawadika, good morning and welcome to the morning edition of NBT World Brief. I'm Chanita Sidagate Krathon. Our first story today, Prime Minister Anutin Chanwiragun has presided over a royal-sponsored cremation ceremony for a Thai soldier who was killed in action while defending the country's sovereignty. At Hoi Pa Temple in Buriram Province, Prime Minister Anutin presided over the royal-sponsored cremation ceremony for Sergeant First Class Samreung Klang Prakon. The fallen soldier was a native of Buriram, served in Surin Province. He lost his life during clashes with foreign armed forces near Hill 350, close to Ta Kwai Temple in Surin Province. His Majesty the King graciously granted full royal funeral honours, including ceremonial coffin, royal sponsorship throughout the funeral rites, royal robes and offerings for the collection of ashes in recognition of the soldiers' bravery and sacrifice. Meanwhile, Defence Minister General Nathapol Nakpanit presided over the royal-sponsored cremation ceremony in Nakhon Nayok Province to honour Sergeant First Class Ponsak Iem Saad, who was killed during border violence at the Ban Nong Jan battlefield in Sakeo Province. The atmosphere was marked by deep sorrow as family members and fellow Thais gathered to bid farewell to the fallen soldier. The conflict along the Thai-Cambodian border has entered its 18th day, with bilateral talks under the General Border Committee still underway. The situation along the Thai-Cambodian border remains tense despite the start of negotiations under the General Border Committee, or JBC framework, with a preparatory meeting held yesterday in Chanthaburi Province. However, Thai officials say there are still serious concerns over Cambodia's commitment to the process. The GBC meeting at the Secretariat level, taking place from December 24th to 26th, is aimed at setting the framework for talks. If progress is made, a full meeting between the defence ministers of both countries is scheduled for the morning of December 27th. Late yesterday, the Thai Defence Ministry published a formal letter from the Cambodian government signed by the Cambodian Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Defence General Thea Soi Ha, dated December 22nd, demonstrating an intention to hold talks.
We are very hopeful that the meetings will have positive outcomes, but the successful conclusion to this meeting, whether it's going to be successful or not, it really depends on the Cambodian side. And we would like to urge the Cambodian authorities, the Cambodian Ministry of National Defense, to stand firm and to give the sincerity and, of course, sincerity not in words, but also sincerity in action as well.
According to the Defence Ministry spokesman, Rear Admiral Surasan Kongsirit, Cambodian forces launched more than 80 BM-21 rocket attacks into Thai territory on December 24th, targeting areas in Ta Praya district of Sakeo Province after being pushed back by Thai troops. Meanwhile, the army says it has regained control of several key areas, including Ban Klong Phang in Ta Praya district and parts of Kok Sung district, while the other areas such as Ban Nong Jan in Sakeo Province, Cambodian attacks have continued. Army officials also report that in areas now under Thai control, anti-personnel landmines and improvised explosive devices were discovered, posing ongoing risk to both troops and civilians. The Thai Air Force says air operations remain ongoing in support of ground forces, stressing that peace must be based on genuine intent, something it says it has yet to be demonstrated. Thailand maintains that any ceasefire must meet three conditions: an immediate halt to attacks, identifiable and sustained compliance, and concrete cooperation in mine clearance along the border. Thailand's business sector is warning that a rapidly strengthening baht could undermine the country's export competitiveness, with rice and agriculture products facing the heaviest impact. The Thai Chamber of Commerce says the strong baht is putting significant pressure on exporters and raising the risk of Thailand losing market share, especially in highly competitive agricultural products such as rice. The frequent Thai baht appreciation beyond competitor currencies weakens Thailand's ability to compete on price, and the export markets could shift to countries able to sell at lower prices or maintain cheaper cost structures. Economists say capital inflows, tourism in revenue, and weaker U.S. dollar following U.S. rate cuts and short-term gold speculation have all contributed to the baht's rapid rise. The hardest hit are exporters and farmers who rely mainly on domestic raw materials, particularly rice. This year, Thailand faces tough competition from India, Indonesia, and Vietnam, which have strong harvests and more competitive pricing. If rival currencies remain weakened than the baht, Thailand's immediately at a disadvantage. While most agricultural product orders this year have already been shipped, many exporters are still waiting for payment. The key risk is whether businesses, especially SMEs, have hedged against exchange rate fluctuations. Many have not, leaving them exposed as the baht strengthened from around 36 to 33 baht per US dollar. Economists said that rising prices is not an option amid weak global demand, forcing exporters to absorb currency losses. As Thailand heads toward a general election next year, economists say that campaign promises and election-related spending could have a direct impact on the country's economic outlook. The Center of Economic and Business Forecasting at the University of Thai Chamber of Commerce says economic issues, particularly cost of living concerns, will remain central to the battle for voter support. However, economists estimate that election-related activities, including campaign travel and media production, could inject between 40 to 60 billion baht into the economy. This influx is expected to help support economic growth in early 2026, potentially lifting expansion to around 2%. Several political figures have already signaled plans to boost purchasing power. Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul says the government will move ahead with the next phase ofคนละครึ่ง Plus co-payment scheme. Meanwhile, Pheu Thai candidate Yochanan Wongsavat says the continuation of the 10,000 baht digital wallet policy will depend on fiscal capacity, but stresses that measures to stimulate grassroots spending will be necessary to drive economic growth. Beyond short-term stimulus, economists say structural challenges such as corruption, labor skills, technical development, and disaster management will be closely watched. These issues directly affect Thailand's competitiveness as well as the business and agricultural sectors and ultimately household incomes. Looking ahead, analysts say the real test will come after the election, regardless of which parties can succeed in forming a government. The key question will be whether campaign promises can be effectively implemented. If the new government proves stable and able to fully execute its economic policies, Thailand's GDP growth in 2026 could reach between 3% and 5%.
ไตรมาสที่1นะครับไตรมาสที่1จะเป็นตัวตัดสินว่าเศรษฐกิจไทยปีหน้าจะตั้งต้นเกิน2หรือต่ำ2เพราะว่าถ้าไตรมาส1นักท่องเที่ยวกลับมาสถานการณ์ทุกอย่างคลี่คลายนะครับการลงหาเสียงจะทำให้เกิดเม็ดเงินคึกคักสะพัดถ้าไตรมาสที่1ตั้งต้นและโตเกิน 2% เนี่ยมันจะชี้ว่าเศรษฐกิจไทยปีหน้าโตเกิน2นะนี่คือการตอบคำถามเรื่องเงินสะพัดนะ
Christians in Thailand's southern province of YALA came together to celebrate Christmas, marking the birth of Jesus Christ with the Christmas Eve Mass at St. Andrew Catholic Church. The religious ceremony was presided over by Father Suksan Chao Pak Nam and drew members of the local Christian community to commemorate Christmas, which is observed annually on December 25th. Activities included hymns in praise of Jesus Christ, followed by the Mass and recounting of the life and significance of Jesus. The church also hosted a communal meal, providing an opportunity for Christians in YALA to meet, share, and strengthen community ties. The Mass symbolizes unity among believers and commemorates the sacrifice of Jesus Christ for humanity. The Christmas celebrations began on the evening of December 24th and continued through December 25th, concluding with the Christmas Day Mass marking the Feast of Nativity. And that wraps up our morning news report. Stay updated with the latest development and more stories. Simply scan the QR code on your screen to access full coverage of all of our social media platforms. Until next time, I'm Shanita Sidaket Krathon. Sawasdee ka.